Hi, today I'm here with Rachel Shear, and she's a Krav Maga instructor from Israel. And I'm not going to speak more other than let Rachel introduce herself and tell her about herself. Hi, Rachel. Please go ahead.
Hey guys. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me to this meeting. So like Warren said, my name is Rachel. I'm 27 years old and I'm based in Israel. I'm originally from Canada, Toronto, and I moved to Israel when I was 8 years old. So I live here now. I'm married to the most amazing guy, and I own two companies. One of the companies is what you see me posting on Lifestyle of the Warrior, which is my self-defense and Krav Maga school for women and children. We're actually, it's called RSKMA, which is Rachel Shear Krav Maga Academy, but we're actually moving from that now into a whole, we're changing it into a global self-defense organization for women. And so what we do, we teach women and children in all ages how to defend themselves through Krav Maga, which is self-defense. And we do that at our studio. We do that at organizations and schools and companies. So that's what I do half my time. And I have another business called FitGirlz, which is also it's not a self-defense, sorry. It's a all women's fitness studio. I've got a staff of between 10 and 15 amazing instructors that teach, TRX, HIIT, functional training, Pilates, and all that stuff. And it's just to give women a nice place to come and work out, to be themselves, and they can come and be all gruesome and yucky, and they don't have to feel that they have to look incredible and ready for an Instagram picture. So it's just a nice community to have. So those are the two things that I'm doing today.
Okay, that's awesome. So I really love your whole your idea of what you're doing just for women and children. So give me a little bit more about your philosophy of self-defense and how you teach the self-defense and Krav Maga to the ladies and children there.
Right. So, I come from a background of martial arts, as most of us do. From the age of 6, I've done, a ton of martial arts. If it's karate, jiu-jitsu, MMA, judo, aikido, everything. And when I was 18, I enrolled to the IDF, which is the Israeli Defense Forces.
And this is how to defend yourself from an abduction, IDF style.
And I became one of the only women to become a Krav Maga instructor. So not only was I in charge of qualifying hundreds of instructors, throughout the IDF, I was really, teaching thousands and thousands of soldiers. And what I saw was that, there's a big distinction between men and women. And not only that, there's a big distinction between women or men or whoever that go and become martial artists. You start from a young age, or even if you start afterwards, it takes a long time, and until it takes hours and years until you become, a master or even close to being, like you say, it's a white belt, a black belt. It never ends. The knowledge never ends. And so I saw that just people, especially women, can't commit to that kind of, lifestyle. And so with the Krav Maga, which is, in space from the IDF, it was just to give soldiers a quick way how to deal with any kind of attack. You use minimum effort and with minimum time and maximum damage. That's kind of what Krav Maga is. It's just street fighting. It's not pretty. It's not nice. There's not wonderful techniques. It's not good looking. It's not what you see in the movies. It's just street fighting. It's like, get out of that situation as fast as possible. And it's really easy to teach. And it's also really easy to learn. So I said, okay, let's do this for women. Women need this, women need to know how to defend themselves. So let's take it to a place where it's fun. We add fitness with it. It's done in a much lighter and funner way. And it works. Women love it. You can come for 1 or 2 seminars or a couple classes. You won't be a master of Krav Maga, but when you leave, you'll be able you'll know how to defend yourself if, God forbid, somebody does come to attack you. So for me, self-defense is what I say to all my girls. The first thing is prevention. You never want to get into a situation where you could be attacked. First of all, be aware of your surroundings when you're walking around, okay? So if you're walking around at night, if you're at a pub, if you're somewhere you don't know, be aware of your surroundings. Don't be on your phone the whole time. Make sure that you know what's going on. Always keep your distance. If somebody comes too close to you, okay, walk away. Always keep your distance. So, that's the first thing. And then the second thing is just like I said before, do maximum damage in minimum time and effort. And what we do is we strike to the vital points, which are points in your body that you cannot strengthen, as your eyes, your nose, your throat. We don't, in martial arts, we always go to the stomach. Here, you never, ever go to the stomach because you can strengthen your stomach. So you're going through all these vital points, your groin, your knee, where you can, not do the strongest hit or kick, but it will do damage and get out of that situation as fast as possible. And if you can't use your body, then use objects. And no matter what, just get out of any situation as fast as you can. Don't stay there. And again, it's not going to be pretty, but it's just going to be effective. So that's kind of like, to answer your question, that's kind of like self-defense for me.
And that's awesome. And I really love your philosophy. And I think it's something which is practical that people can use. And just listening to you, I can hear how passionate you are about. And that's amazing. It's always great to meet a fellow instructor that has that passion for it. And more importantly, a lady instructor that can not only talk the talk, but I've seen your stuff, can do the moves as well. So well done and congratulations on that. Okay, Rachel, so just on that, on a closing note, what would your final message be? You know, if you were to leave this earth now, what would your one message or legacy that you would like to leave with people?
So I think the most important thing is that you can do whatever you want to do. No matter who you are, no matter what your line of work is, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you work in, in the restaurant industry, in the food industry, if you work at a company, it doesn't matter if you're a ballerina, if you're a dancer, it doesn't matter what you are, and it doesn't matter what your line of work is, it doesn't matter how you look. You need to know that you can absolutely do anything you want, especially when it comes to defending yourself. Like, I've got girls that just like, you'd never think that they could beat caca out of anybody, but like they're the most fragile little looking sweet children. No, like, doesn't matter what you do. Like, if I had to leave the earth, I would want to impact as many women as possible and say, you can do anything. There's a little feisty Wonder Woman in you, just have to find it and go for it. Like, you can do whatever you want, but you can also defend yourself, and you can also say no, and nobody can put you down. So that would be definitely what I would want to leave the earth, having people feel about themselves.
And that's an awesome message. So Rachel, thank you so much for your time. We're going to, we obviously, hopefully we'll speak to you again. I'm going to keep in touch with you and, be tracking you both on my personal side as well as on Lifestyle of a Warrior, just to showcase the wonderful stuff that you and your team are doing. So Rachel, thank you again, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it. And I wish you guys a lot of luck, and we'll keep on following each other, and things will be great.